The Tsar's winter's burden. In the heart of 17th century Moscow ruled Tsar Dmitry III, a monarch known more for his quiet wisdom than his grand pronouncements. Unlike the fiery czars of old, Dmitry preferred the counsel of scholars and the well-being of his people to the clash of swords. He was a man with a long, graying beard that reached his chest, and his eyes, though often thoughtful, held a deep concern for his realm. The winter of 1672 was cruel, even by Russian standards. Snow fell relentlessly, blanketing the city in a frigid silence. The usual trade routes were impassable, and whispers of dwindling grain stores began to spread like a chill wind through the streets. The boyars, his noble council, urged him to send out raiding parties to seize supplies from neighboring lands, a common, if brutal, solution of the era. "Your Majesty, our people starve," bellowed Prince Volkov, his voice thick with desperation. "We must take what we need." Dmitry listened, his gaze fixed on the frosted window panes of his Kremlin chambers. He knew the suffering, but his heart ached at the thought of further bloodshed. He remembered his father's tales of endless winters and the resilience of the common folk. He also remembered old maps, rarely consulted, showing forgotten monastic settlements deep within the forests, known for their self-sufficiency. Instead of war, Dmitry dispatched small, agile teams of his most loyal scouts. Their mission, not to raid, but to seek out these isolated monasteries, offering fair exchange for their surplus stores of preserved food and warm furs. It was a gamble, a stark departure from the usual brute force. Days turned into weeks, and the city's hunger grew more acute. The boyars grumbled, fearing the Tsar had grown weak. Then, just as despair threatened to consume Moscow, the first sleds arrived. Loaded high with sacks of rye, cured meats, and bundles of thick wool, they were pulled by sturdy horses, guided by the Tsar's weary but triumphant scouts. They had found the monasteries, whose reclusive monks, surprised by the Tsar's peaceful overtures, had willingly shared their bounty. A wave of relief washed over Moscow. Tsar Dmitry, standing humbly as the supplies were unloaded, knew that true strength wasn't always found in conquest, but sometimes in a forgotten map, a peaceful overture, and the quiet wisdom to choose a different path. The winter raged on, but Moscow would endure, thanks to the Tsar who dared to look beyond the sword.